Bonjour! My name is Huda from Huda Beauty, and today I am really excited to be with Nylon answering some questions. When I was a little girl growing up, I remember my first memories with makeup and with beauty. I loved a beautiful brown lipstick. It was actually an old one from Revlon. And then I also remember playing with just kitchen ingredients and playing with lemon and sugar to make scrubs. The feeling it gave me was a feeling of transformation. It made me feel powerful. It made me feel beautiful. It started first very light. It was just, a little bit here, a little bit there. And then I started wearing a lot. And I felt like I did start kind of covering myself. Like I didn't feel like I was actually beautiful. I wanted to cover myself. A lot of people out there don't know sometimes that they are wearing the makeup, and sometimes they think the makeup is wearing them. My relationship with makeup it's been a deep relationship. It's not about just putting on makeup, it's about feeling confident. Actually, when we see a beautiful person, we don't necessarily want to look like them. We want to feel the way they feel. Now it's almost sacred to me. Like my makeup time is my me time. I love to get glamorous for everyone else, but I like to get glamorous for me. I've made some older too. I think the biggest beauty mistake I've ever made in my entire life, I was in my late teens, was overdoing my skincare. My skin was actually okay when I was young. And I thought when I went to these stores that everything they were selling to me was going to be good for my skin, even though my skin was okay. And then I started doing too many things. I really suffered with a lot of acne as a young adult and even into my late 20s. Yeah, I didn't realize if your skin is good, leave it alone. Just wear sunscreen. You don't need anything else. I'm always still learning, always. I think you can learn anything from anyone, even if they're a beginner in makeup, even if they don't know how to use makeup. Sometimes you learn things from everyone. My daughter teaches me so much. You're never really a true expert. We're always learning. I think an expert really is somebody who allows themselves to always learn and always be molded. And I'm always learning. So yeah, I like to learn. It's fun. I have a lot of thoughts on that. I think that people who don't understand beauty, the outside, it could seem so wrong. It can seem like, oh, like, why do you just care about the way you look? Maybe I care about myself, not the way I look. It's about me, myself. And I think people who don't understand things, it can seem intimidating. It can seem overwhelming. But each person's relationship with the way they look and feel is for them. It's not for any of us to judge that. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of judgment on me and my time with my makeup. I don't care. They can have the judgment. I'm perfectly fine with that. I have been so shocked with the filters because they've gone so far. And I think the reason why I started to want to stop using filters and I wanted to stop sometimes posting with makeup and just posting myself as I am is because I started to feel trapped. I started to feel like it was never enough. I had to look so perfect. I had to look a certain way, take the right angle. Then I had to Photoshop my image too. So I was like, what is left of me? And I remember watching my daughter take a photo, and she used the filter, and she was doing it over and over again. And I said, do you know you don't have to use the filter? And I was a little bit shocked because younger generations, they sometimes think you only use filters. And I think that's a problem for us as a society. It's a new form of beauty. You have the makeup, you have, the Botox, the fillers, and then you have the filter, the Photoshop. It's like, when does it stop? When does it end? My mom gave me some very good advice when I first started out. And I was a young makeup artist and I was a blogger. I wanted things to take off. I was working so hard. I was doing makeup in the morning. I would wake up 5 a.m. and I remember no days off. And it was a real struggle. And I was like, Mom, I really want things to take off. Like I'm working so hard, but I don't see anything happening. Nothing's happening. And she stopped me and she said, Huda, you must be patient. She was like, some of the most amazing people you admire so much have had to go through so much. You don't just all of a sudden wake up one day, have a great idea, do it, and then become successful. And I thought that was really good advice. If you have a really amazing idea, you have to keep working. You just have to keep going. Right before you're about to give up, it's going to work. You just have to keep going. Thank you so much, Nylon. Merci. Bisous, Nylon. Mwah.